Halloween sneaks up fast, doesn't it? One minute the leaves are green, and the next you're wondering how to outdo last year's decorations. If your porch looks more trick than treat, don't worry, you've landed in the right place. Ready to turn your yard into a showstopper? We'll cover 21 outdoor Halloween decorations that mix the spooky with the fun. Whether you're after glowing pumpkins or floating ghosts, you'll find ideas that thrill neighbors and send shivers down spines. Imagine stepping onto a path lit by glowing jack-o'-lanterns, each one grinning in its own quirky way. LED candles flicker beside pumpkins, casting shadows that dance across your walkway. This setup isn't just for show, it guides guests safely while making your yard the talk of the block. Setting this up isn't rocket science. Grab a few pumpkins, carve some classic faces, and pop in battery-powered candles. Space them evenly for maximum effect. It's budget-friendly, reusable, and avoids open flames. Just remember, fake pumpkins work too, especially if squirrels treat real ones like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Ghost lanterns floating from tree branches create an instant shiver-down-your-spine effect after sundown. These simple decorations need only white fabric, string, and LED tea lights. Anyone can make them in under an hour. Why settle for boring plastic pumpkins when you can spook your neighbors with glowing specters? While the effect is stunning, consider wind and rain. Thin fabric ghosts may tangle or droop after a storm. Opt for weather-resistant materials and secure knots. Place them at varying heights for depth and use timers for the lights to save batteries. Your yard will be the talk of the block. Imagine your backyard dotted with hay bales, arranged in a welcoming circle. Friends and family gather, sitting comfortably, while a faux fire pit flickers with orange string lights. This setup creates instant campfire nostalgia, minus the smoke and mess. It looks inviting and sets the perfect spooky mood. Setting up is simpler than you think. Stack hay bales for seats, then place a metal bucket or fire ring in the center. Wrap orange string lights inside for a glowing fire effect. It's budget-friendly, reusable, and safe for kids. Just beware, hay attracts critters, so clean up after the festivities. Imagine a group of skeletons seated around a patio table, plastic cups in bony hands, sun hats perched jauntily atop their skulls. It's a conversation starter that never gets old. Passers-by can't help but grin at the absurdity. Add mismatched chairs, chipped teapots, and some faded doilies for extra charm. Setting this up is easier than you think. Use thrift store finds for props, old garden chairs, and dollar store skeletons. A faded blanket as a tablecloth adds a homey touch. Don't overthink placement. Awkward positions make the scene hilarious. Rain or shine, these guests never leave. A black balloon archway dotted with giant spider and web accents grabs attention faster than any jack-o'-lantern. It's affordable, easy to set up, and creates a dramatic entrance for guests. Add battery-powered lights to the webbing for an eerie glow that sets a spooky mood as soon as the sun sets. Some may worry about weather ruining balloon decorations, but heavier weight balloons and strategic placement can help. Secure the archway with fishing line or stakes and use weatherproof webbing. This way, your creepy-crawly display won't collapse before the first trick-or-treater arrives. Stacking pumpkins into a tower on pre-lit hay bales creates a bold porch display that grabs attention. The glow from beneath highlights each pumpkin, making even simple carvings shine. Curious neighbors will wonder how you pulled off such a striking look with so little effort. It's surprisingly easy. Just arrange, plug in, and enjoy. The downside? Real hay bales can attract critters and may shed, so consider faux options for less mess. Opt for battery-powered lights to avoid tangled cords. This setup leaves room for creativity. Mix painted pumpkins, add quirky faces, or wrap the stack with faux cobwebs. Make your porch the talk of the block. Imagine your front yard as a chilling graveyard scene. Handmade tombstones crafted from foam or wood add character and spookiness. Each marker invites curiosity, especially under the glow of a flashlight. Add quirky names and dates for a personal touch. It's both affordable and surprisingly fun to create with friends or family. A fog machine transforms the display, giving your lawn an eerie, movie set feel. The mist creeps low, hiding feet and blurring tombstones, making every visitor second-guess their steps. Just be careful. Fog machines can set off some security lights or dampen decorations if left on too long. Imagine a witch's cauldron glowing eerily on your porch, bubbling with green lights and swirling dry ice. This simple setup creates instant atmosphere and draws curious kids like moths to a flame. All you need is a plastic cauldron, battery-powered LEDs, and a chunk of dry ice from the grocery store. Keep safety in mind. Dry ice burns if touched. Always use gloves or tongs. Place the cauldron atop a sturdy table to keep little fingers safe. The effect is unforgettable, but remember to refresh the dry ice every hour for continuous bubbling. Sometimes the fog can dissipate quickly in windy weather. Oversized bats hanging from porch rafters can make your entrance unforgettable. Their exaggerated wings catch every breeze, creating movement that startles and delights. If you want neighbors to slow their stroll, this is your ticket. Use lightweight materials. Nobody needs a bat crashing down on trick-or-treaters' heads. Installation is quick with fishing line or zip ties. However, these giant critters can tangle in strong wind. Consider placement and check the weather forecast. Want more drama? Add spotlights for nighttime shadows. Suddenly, your porch isn't just decorated, it's a haunted gateway with a real wow factor. A scarecrow scare zone grabs attention fast. Picture tattered hats, straw poking out, and eyes that glow after sunset. Set them in clusters, maybe with a fog machine for extra suspense. Curious neighbors will slow down, wondering if those figures are just props or something more sinister. To add authenticity, use old clothes and mismatched boots. Flickering LED lights in the eye sockets crank up the unease. Want to go a step further? Attach motion sensors that trigger eerie sounds as people pass by. It's simple, affordable, and gets everyone talking, sometimes nervously. Old white sheets and a handful of lanterns can turn any yard into a ghostly parade. Drape sheets over sticks or string and let them sway in the wind. Hang lanterns nearby for an eerie glow. Even a skeptic might jump if a sheet catches the breeze just right. Don't overthink it. Imperfect sheets and mismatched lanterns actually add to the fright factor. Gather your family for a quick craft session. Kids love helping with ghost faces. Just remember to secure everything so your spooky parade doesn't take off down the street on a windy night. A pumpkin patch fence with carved faces instantly catches the eye. Carve simple grins or wild expressions. Pumpkins don't judge your artistic skills. Add twinkle lights to highlight each pumpkin after sunset. This setup creates a playful, slightly eerie vibe that welcomes trick-or-treaters and neighbors alike. Weather can be a trickster. Fresh pumpkins may rot after a week outdoors, especially in damp climates. Consider using faux pumpkins if you want your display to last the whole season. Just plug in the lights, and your fence becomes a glowing parade of grinning faces every night. Imagine your porch columns swaddled in strips of white cloth, instantly resembling towering mummies. Attach giant googly eyes peeking from the wrappings, and you've got a display that's equal parts spooky and playful. This simple trick grabs attention and gives your entrance undeniable Halloween energy, all without breaking the bank. No fancy materials required, just old sheets or cheap gauze and oversized craft eyes. The setup takes minutes, but the effect lingers in neighbors' minds. Rain may dampen fabric, so consider water-resistant strips if your area gets wet. Still, for quick laughs and easy fright, this idea is a winner. Suspend witch hats above your porch using clear fishing line, and neighbors will swear they're seeing magic. The hats appear to float, catching breezes and casting eerie shadows at dusk. This low-cost trick only needs a pack of hats, some tacks, and fishing line. Simplicity meets spooky, don't you agree? Just make sure to secure each line tightly to avoid hats tumbling with every gust. While this setup looks impressive, it can tangle easily if lines are too close. Leave enough space between hats for the best floating effect. Give your visitors a taste of Halloween wonder, no cauldron required. Imagine arriving home to find a colossal spider web stretched between your trees, complete with a furry 8-legged monster perched on top. This eye-catching setup stops trick-or-treaters in their tracks and sparks neighborhood chatter. It's simple to install, just anchor nylon webbing and position the spider for maximum shock value. Weather can dampen your efforts if you use weak materials, so choose outdoor-safe products. Add battery-powered red eyes for an extra jolt after sundown. Don't be surprised if your house becomes the backdrop for countless selfies. Giant spiders tend to steal the show every Halloween. Skeletons scrambling up your house turn heads and spark laughter. They're easy to stage, drape plastic bones from windows or latch some to gutters for instant mischief. Kids love pointing them out, and neighbors may copy your style. Just secure them well, or they'll tumble in the first gust. Go beyond basic. Add glow sticks inside skulls for nighttime spookiness. Some people even dress skeletons in hats or scarves for extra fun. The only real downside? Expect to spend a few extra minutes after Halloween untangling their grabby limbs from your siding. Imagine your front steps crowned with plump pumpkins, black-feathered ravens, and weathered lanterns. This scene stops neighbors in their tracks. Mix in lanterns with flickering lights, battery-powered for safety. Add a few crooked branches. Suddenly, your entryway whispers, "Something wicked this way comes," without much fuss or cost. But don't forget, real candles and curious pets are a risky combo. Opt for reusable plastic pumpkins and faux birds for less mess. This setup looks impressive at dusk, but it's easy to rearrange if guests or goblins need more room. Practical, striking, and just spooky enough. What's not to like? Orange and purple fairy lights strung through bushes and trees create instant Halloween magic. Their glow cuts through autumn evenings, making your yard look both playful and a bit mysterious. Why settle for plain white bulbs? Color sets the mood, and these shades scream October without shouting over your other decor. If you're worried about tangled wires, opt for battery-operated strands. They're easy to hide and allow creative placement, even in the deepest thicket. Just remember to secure lights with garden-friendly clips. Too many lights can look messy, so pick a few key spots. Sometimes less truly is more. Building your own graveyard archway for Halloween is surprisingly simple and packs a punch. PVC pipes, old sheets, and gray spray paint form the bones. Skulls line the top, plastic crows perch above, and tattered cheesecloth drapes down. Who wouldn't pause before entering such a spooky gateway? Don't forget lighting, flickering LED candles, or hidden spotlights boost the effect. If you go too wild, wind may topple things, so use sandbags at the base. Invite your neighbors to judge your masterpiece. A little friendly competition never hurt anyone, except maybe your ego. Picture a crooked wooden signpost at the end of your drive, arrows scrawled with "Enter if you dare" or "Witch's Lair." Cluster jack-o'-lanterns at its base, each carved with a different wicked grin. Suddenly, your yard feels like the set of a classic horror flick, fun, bold, and oddly inviting. Don't stress perfection. Uneven pumpkins and hand-painted lettering add personality. Flickering LED candles inside each pumpkin boost the spook factor without worrying about open flames. Want people talking? Toss in a fog machine or creepy sound effects. Your haunted signpost becomes the talk of the block, guaranteed. Why settle for boring pumpkins when a ghost family can greet your trick-or-treaters? Using white sheets, string, and glowing LED balloons, you can craft friendly spirits that seem to float in the night. Kids love the whimsical faces, and the soft glow adds warmth instead of fright. Assembly is quick. Tie a balloon to a stick, drape fabric over, and draw on cheerful expressions. Place the family at varying heights for extra charm. This decoration is reusable and safe, but strong wind can be a mischief maker, so secure each ghost well. Your yard instantly feels more inviting and playful. Outdoor Halloween decorations don't need to break the bank or demand hours of your time. Start with one idea, like a glowing jack-o'-lantern path or floating ghost lanterns, and watch your yard transform. Why not try something new this season? Invite the whole family to join in. Kids can wrap porch columns like mummies or help stack pumpkins. Your creativity and a dash of humor set the mood. Ready for trick-or-treaters to do a double take this year?